Hi there. Real quick before we jump into the episode. If you enjoy this episode, or any of the other episodes, be sure to give us a follow or subscribe. It would also be great if you shared it with a friend, or better yet, left a review so others can know how awesome it is. Thanks so much. And now, the episode.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome to the Press Start Leadership Podcast, the podcast about game-changing leadership, teaching you how to get the most out of your product and development team and become the leader you were meant to be. Leadership coaching and training for the international game industry professional. Now, let me introduce you to your host, the man, the myth, the legend, Christopher Mifsud.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome back to another awesome edition of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. On this week's episode, we'll be discussing why every video game industry leader needs a mentor, harnessing a video game industry mentor for strategic growth. Unlock leadership mentorship benefits and proven steps for finding a mentor in game development. Leadership in the video game industry demands a unique combination of creativity, technical expertise, and business acumen. Yet, even the most seasoned studio heads and senior producers encounter challenges that test their skills and resilience. This is where a video game industry mentor becomes invaluable. A mentor provides guidance, accelerates learning, and helps emerging and established leaders navigate the complexities of game development, team dynamics, and career progression. Whether you're an ambitious lead designer, a newly promoted producer, or a veteran studio owner, seeking leadership mentorship can transform your professional journey. In this podcast, we'll explore why every video game industry leader needs a mentor, detail the benefits of having a game development mentor, and offer step-by-step advice on finding a mentor in game development. The benefits of mentorship for video game leaders. Mentorship brings manifold advantages, particularly in an industry as multifaceted as video games. To follow are the primary ways a video game industry mentor can accelerate your success. Accelerated skill development. Time to proficiency can make or break a game development studio's competitiveness. A mentor with deep industry experience can share best practices in production pipelines, engine optimizations, and cross-disciplinary workflows. Offer personalized feedback on your leadership approach, helping you refine communication, project management, and creative decision-making. Provide real-world examples of how they overcame challenges, saving you months or even years of trial and error. Expanded professional network. Connections matter in the video game industry, whether you're seeking talent, publishers, or partnerships. A seasoned mentor can make introductions to key industry contacts, publishers, platform holders, and vendor partners. Advocate for you at conferences and networking events, opening doors that might otherwise remain closed. Guide you on effective network strategies, from building genuine relationships on LinkedIn to engaging in targeted game development mentor search groups. Enhance strategic perspective. Mentors often help leaders see beyond the immediate pressures of shipping a title. By working with a video game industry mentor, you can develop a long-term vision for your studio, balancing creative ambition with sustainable growth. Learn to evaluate market trends, mobile, console, live service, and position your projects accordingly. Gain insight into risk management, budgeting for multi-year titles, and choosing between in-house development or outsourcing. Emotional support and accountability. The emotional toll of leadership in high-pressure game studios can be significant. A mentor provides a safe space to discuss setbacks, team conflicts, or self-doubt without risking reputation. Accountability structures. Regular check-ins and milestone reviews that keep you on track towards your professional and personal goals. Empathy born of first-hand experience in game development crunch, creative disagreements, and organizational restructuring. Transfer of institutional knowledge. Especially in indie studios or rapidly scaling teams, critical knowledge can slip through the cracks. A game development mentor helps capture and transmit unwritten rules, historical lessons, and studio-specific context that no manual can cover. Document production pipelines, code base intricacies, and legacy design docs, ensuring continuity even as teams evolve. Forge a culture of continuous learning where team members not only receive information but feel empowered to share their own insights. How to identify the right video game industry mentor. Finding the ideal mentor requires strategic effort. The following are key criteria and steps for identifying someone who aligns with your goals, values, and working style. Define your mentorship goals. Before you begin your game development mentor search, clarify what you hope to achieve. Are you seeking technical guidance on a new engine or middleware? Do you need strategic advice on live service monetization and user retention? Are you looking for leadership mentorship in gaming to improve team morale and productivity? Write down 3 to 5 specific objectives to guide your search. Seek relevant experience. An effective video game industry mentor should possess experience directly relevant to your needs. If you lead an indie studio, look for mentors who have successfully launched similar titles or scaled small teams to AAA partnerships. For technical leadership mentorship, prioritize mentors with accredited experience on similar engine architectures or platform optimizations. If your focus is on live service, find a mentor who has overseen successful games as a service launches and post-launch operations. Evaluate cultural and communication fit. Compatibility is as important as expertise. A strong mentor-mentee relationship requires shared values, creativity, integrity, work-life balance, or studio cultural ideals. Complementary communication styles. Some mentors prefer structured, agenda-driven meetings. Others thrive on informal conversations. Geographic or time zone considerations if you plan regular virtual sessions. Leverage professional networks and communities. Finding potential mentors is easier when you tap into existing communities. Industry conferences and meetups. Events like GDC, PAX, or local game dev meetups often host mentorship mixers or speed mentoring sessions. Online platforms. LinkedIn groups, Discord servers dedicated to game development, and specialized game development mentor search forums can connect you with veteran leaders. Alumni and peers. Look within your own network, former colleagues, school alumni, or peers in publishing who might be open to mentorship or referrals. Assess mentor reputation and availability. A revered mentor who's never available provides little value. To gauge fit, review their public contributions, talks, articles, podcasts, understand their viewpoints and expertise. Check endorsements or testimonials for previous mentees. A track record of successful proteges indicates a mentor's commitment to mentorship. Respectfully inquire about their time commitment and preferred meeting cadence before formalizing the relationship. Actionable steps. Finding and securing your mentor. Once you've identified potential mentors, follow these practical steps to initiate and nurture the relationship. Step 1. Craft a compelling outreach message. When contacting prospective mentors, clarity and respect for their time are critical. Subject line. Seeking video game industry mentor for live service leadership. As an example, the opening. Briefly introduce yourself, role, studio, and core responsibilities. The purpose. State why you're reaching out and reference any common connections or shared experiences. An example could be, I enjoyed your GDC talk on player retention. The value exchange. Explain what you hope to learn and offer, whether it's assisting them on a project, sharing fresh market insights, or contributing to their community. The call to action. Propose a short, no-obligation introductory call or coffee chat. This could be virtual or in person. Step 2. Prepare for your initial meeting. First impressions set the tone for a fruitful mentorship. The agenda. Draft a concise agenda, including your background, mentorship goals, and specific discussion topics. Questions. Prepare 5 to 7 targeted questions that demonstrate your research and respect for your mentor's expertise. The value proposition. Be ready to share what you can contribute. Innovative indie insights, community building, or even agile methodology improvements. Step 3. Establish a mentorship framework. Formalizing expectations ensures both parties benefit and remain committed. Meeting cadence and format. Agree on frequency, whether it's monthly or bi-monthly. Duration, 30, 60 minutes. And medium, Zoom or in person, or whatever. Goal setting. Define short-term, 3 to 6 months, and long-term, 1 year plus, mentorship goals, such as overseeing a live service launch or improving cross-disciplinary collaboration. Confidentiality and trust. Clarify boundaries around sensitive information, IP details, internal team issues to maintain trust and openness. Step 4. Maintain accountability and momentum. Sustaining a productive mentorship requires diligence and mutual accountability. Share documentation. Use collaborative tools, Google Docs, Notion, or Confluence, to track objectives, meeting notes, and action items. Regular progress reviews. Dedicate a portion of each session to reviewing progression against agreed goals, celebrating wins, and recalibrating as needed. Feedback loop. Invite your mentor to provide candid feedback on your leadership, communication, and strategic decisions, while offering your own observations about the mentorship process. Advanced mentorship strategies for sustained growth. Having established the foundations of a successful mentor-mentee relationship, it's time to explore advanced strategies that deepen your learning, maximize the video game industry mentor dynamic, and ensure long-term growth. Reciprocal mentorship and peer learning. While traditional mentorship often involves a senior leader guiding a junior, contemporary leadership development increasingly emphasizes reciprocal mentorship and peer learning. Actionable steps. Pair up with a peer who has complementary skills, perhaps a lead engineer if you're a creative director, or a marketing head if you specialize in production. Schedule monthly peer mentor sessions to exchange insights on cross-disciplinary challenges. The benefit. This reciprocal approach broadens both participants' perspectives, accelerates problem solving, and builds a collaborative leadership culture where every team member feels invested in collective success. Group mentoring and mastermind circles. Expanding beyond one-on-one mentorship, group mentoring, or mastermind circles, bring together 4 to 8 leaders at similar career stages to share challenges and brainstorm solutions. Some actionable steps. Form a small mastermind group with fellow studio heads or senior leads. Rotate facilitation roles, set strict confidentiality guidelines, and meet bi-monthly, either virtually or in person, to discuss pressing issues like pipeline optimization, leadership burnout, or monetization strategies. The benefit. Collective wisdom often surpasses individual experience. Mastermind circles foster accountability, generate creative solutions through diverse viewpoints, and reinforce peer support in tackling industry volatility. Reverse mentorship for future-proofing. Reverse mentorship, where junior staff mentor senior leaders on emergent topics, can be a powerful tool for staying current in a rapidly evolving industry. Some actionable steps here. Identify a rising star in your team who's tech-savvy or deeply connected to player communities. Arrange quarterly reverse mentoring sessions where they update you on new engine tools, emerging platforms, or shifting player demographics. The benefit. Reverse mentorship ensures senior leaders remain plugged into grassroots innovation, fostering a learning culture that values insights from all levels and strengthens studio adaptability. Overcoming common mentorship challenges. Even the best-intentioned mentorship relationship encounters hurdles. Addressing these proactively preserves trust and maximizes the benefit of your leadership, mentorship, and gaming. Managing time constraints. Leaders and mentors alike juggle heavy responsibilities, making consistent meetings difficult. Actionable steps. Implement a flexible office hours model where mentors set aside 1-hour blocks weekly or bi-weekly for mentee drop-ins. Use shared calendars and automated scheduling tools like Calendly to minimize back and forth. The benefits. Structured availability ensures mentorship doesn't fall off the calendar, while also respecting both parties' times. Aligning expectations. Mismatched expectations around goals, feedback style, or communication frequency can lead to frustration. Actionable steps. At the outset, draft a mentorship agreement document covering objectives, meeting cadence, preferred communication channels, and confidentiality terms. Review and revise this agreement quarterly. Benefit. Clear, documented expectations reduce misunderstandings and provide a reference point if the relationship needs recalibration. Navigating power dynamics. Hierarchical differences can inhibit honest dialogue, especially when junior leaders hesitate to share failures. Actionable steps. Foster psychological safety by having mentors share their own past mistakes and learning experiences first. Encourage mentees to follow suit. Use anonymous pre-meeting feedback forums to surface sensitive topics before face-to-face discussions. Benefit. Normalizing vulnerability deepens trust, allowing for authentic problem solving and personal growth. Leveraging mentorship networks and platforms. Beyond individual connections, tapping into formal mentorship networks, platforms can broaden your access to game development mentor search opportunities. Industry associations and professional guilds. Organizations like the International Game Developers Association, IGDA, and Women in Games International often run mentorship programs. Some actionable steps here. Join relevant associations, subscribe to their mentorship mailing list, and apply to structured programs. Attend virtual networking events and speed mentoring sessions to meet potential mentors. The benefit. Formal programs match you with vetted mentors whose expertise aligns with your aspirations and provide programmatic support and resources. Online mentorship platforms. Digital platforms such as MentorCruise, Plato, and Growth Mentor have emerged, connecting mentees with experienced professionals across industries, including gaming. Actionable steps. Create a detailed mentee profile highlighting your role, studio size, specific learning goals, live services monetization, engine migration. Use platform filters to identify mentors with proven track records in these areas. The benefit. Online platforms streamline the video game industry mentor search, offering transparent pricing, background checks, and user reviews. Social media and professional forums. Active participation in LinkedIn groups, Discord servers, and Reddit communities like Reddit/GameDev can organically lead to mentorship relationships. Some actionable steps here. Contribute thoughtful posts or comment on others' insights. After building rapport, reach out to experienced members with personalized messages, expressing admiration for their expertise, and requesting a short mentorship conversation. The benefit. Organic connections often yield mentors who are generally invested in your development and provide informal and ongoing guidance. Sustaining momentum. Securing and nurturing a mentorship relationship is a proactive journey, not a one-off event. So to get started, clarify your goals. Revisit your initial mentorship objectives and refine them based on insights from this podcast. Map potential mentors. Create a short list of 5 candidates across personal networks, associated programs, and online platforms, and draft personalized outreach messages. Schedule introductory chats. Aim for at least one 30-minute exploratory call per week until you secure formal or informal mentorship. Document and track progress. Use shared tools, Notion or Trello, to log meeting notes, action items, and milestone achievements. Review quarterly with your mentor to adjust your roadmap. Some final thoughts. In the ever-evolving video game industry, no leader achieves lasting success in isolation. A video game industry mentor offers the guidance, perspective, and network necessary to navigate technical challenges, scale studios, and lead teams with confidence. By following the actionable steps outlined in this podcast, clarify goals, identify compatible mentors, leveraging networks, and overcoming common challenges, you can forge mentorship relationships that accelerate your growth, enrich your leadership, and empower your studio to thrive in a competitive landscape. Take the first step today. Map your mentorship goals, reach out to your potential mentors, and begin the transformative journey of leadership mentorship in gaming. All right, and that's this week's episode of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thanks for listening, and as always, thanks for being awesome. Oh, hi. And the episode's over, but thanks for sticking around till the end. Be sure to check out more episodes in the playlist and new episodes every week on Monday. Follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to leave a review. Thanks again for being awesome.